Dear Mr. Kotsa, all the BHM team wishes you in advance a good reception of this special 150th anniversary watch and hope you will enjoy wearing it. Best regards from Switzerland. Guys, I've got a brand new watch here. It's limited to 150 pieces worldwide. Let's run the intro and check it out. Many of you know that I always try to look out for watches that are a little bit unique, a little bit different in this hobby of ours that we all share, and what I've got here is a brand that was founded in 1871. It's got an exclusive movement in this. It's limited to 150 pieces worldwide, celebrating their 150-year anniversary, and it comes in at around 5 grand. Now, first and foremost, this has been sent out to the channel. We don't have to send it back. However, as always, it's not going to influence my review, guys. I'm going to be straightforward and tell you exactly how I see it. So let's open up the box and let's check this thing out. Just a brief history of this company, guys. Bernhard H Mayer was a 28-year-old talented metal engraver and entrepreneur. He set up his workshop in a small German town of Pforzheim. And although this town had humble beginnings, it would come to be known as Goldstadt, or the City of Gold, the center of Germany's jewelry and watchmaking industry. By the late 1800s, the workshop steadily grew in reputation as the Mayer name became synonymous with high-precision craftsmanship in precious metal. And by the end of the century, the Mayer name was renowned for crafting metals for royal houses, central banks, and governments of Greece and South American countries. So if we now fast forward to the 1980s, the Mayer brand began its venture into the niche market of coin watches featuring coin embedded in the face of the watch, basically serving as commemorative and symbolic timepieces. What we have here, guys, this is a 150-year anniversary collection, and it features a commemorative gold coin, as you can see on the dial at the 3 o'clock. So it's an 18 karat gold coin. It displays the iconic Mayer factory of the building in Pforzheim pre-World War II. So quite a unique piece. There's actually 2 watches they've produced to celebrate this 150-year anniversary, and one of them is available in stainless steel, which features a 925 silver coin at the 3 o'clock on that dial. It's powered by a Sellita SW200 and it's limited to 1,871 pieces. It basically symbolizes the date the company was founded. And this one, the second one, is a rose gold variant which has an 18 karat gold coin at the 3 o'clock. It also features an exclusive custom made automatic based on the legendary ETA 6497 movement. And I want to speak a little bit more about that movement. That's what drew me to this particular watch. So first off, let's check out the specs of the watch. Let's check out its specifications. What we have is a case diameter of 42.8 millimeters. The case height, I measure at exactly 13 mil. The lug to lug distance is 50.9 and a lug width of 22 mil. Now the crown comes in at 7.8 millimeters and the total weight of the watch comes in at 118 grams. So let me show you guys a wrist shot. So that's how the watch sits on my 7-inch wrist, and as you can see, quite a pronounced presence. It measures in at 42.9, the specs say 43. The lug to lug distance I'm measuring at 50.8 or thereabouts, 51 mil. So that is quite large, and a lot of people with smaller wrists than 7 might not be able to cater for this. The height coming in at 13 millimeters and obviously a lug width of 22. So an interesting watch, a very interesting watch. The strap itself, crocodile sort of a finish. It's quite stiff at the moment. I'm sure that will soften up, but it seems to be fitting the wrist really nicely, hugging it quite nice. But let's take it off the wrist and examine the watch a little bit more in detail. I did say at the beginning that the watch features an exclusive automatic version of the 6497 Unitas. So it's basically a Swiss movement. It's an ETA 6497, but it's been made into an automatic. And as you can see, it's got a decorated custom rotor featuring the Bernhard H Mayer 150th anniversary logo. As a display piece, as a commemorative watch, I think they've done a really nice job on what they're offering here. And I'll give you guys a short note of what their master watchmaker said about this special movement. Any watch development starts with a choice of a Swiss-made movement. For this special limited edition timepiece, it has been decided to develop an automatic module onto the well-known, robust and high-quality ETA caliber 6497 hand winding movement. We are very proud of this unique automatic movement since Bernhard H Mayer and Simia are the only brands offering watch collections equipped with this movement. So it's quite a unique piece, and I tell you what, it's the actual movement that drew me to this particular watch. I liked its overall look. I liked what I was seeing here as far as a design for a commemorative piece, you know, with our gold coin. And check this out for a second. The movement itself is based on an original mechanical movement, a hand winding movement, but they've got an automatic module in here now. So if I wind the movement, the experience is, it's absolutely sublime. I was going to say it's so nice. It feels like I've got a manual wind movement. Don't know if you can hear that. That's lovely. It really does feel like a mechanical hand winding movement, but we've got, as you can see, an automatic in here. So I've never felt that before in an automatic, and that's really pleasurable. But let's pull the crown out to the first position, and as you can see, it hasn't hacked. The running seconds hands at 9 o'clock is still going. So what that allows you to do is adjust the time, so we can set the time to where we want and lock it in. So there's only two positions it features, which is single click out for time adjustment. It does not hack the movement. We can hand wind it, which again, I've been so enjoying winding this watch over the last several days. It's been a pleasure indeed, and a learning curve, because the normal automatics that I wind, I've had from all sorts of levels. It's nice, and you're used to a particular sort of experience. This is different. This is really different. But let's get back onto the watch itself. The dial itself is a black sandblaster dial with rose gold applied indices, and it has the 150-year anniversary 18-karat rose gold medal at the 3 o'clock. They're proud of their heritage, and they're showing it here on this watch. It comes with a sapphire crystal both front and back, as you can see, display case back, and the actual case itself is a brushed and polished stainless steel with rose gold PVD plating. Good finish, excellent finish. I can't fault it. Only time will tell how long coatings of PVD last in our cases, but it seems to be executed perfectly. The strap itself, like I said before, it's a crocodile style, and it's got the deployment clasp, again in rose gold PVD coated. The finish is great, as you can see. I think they've done a lovely job. It seems to catch the light quite nicely, although it is something that's pretty much sits underneath your wrist. A very interesting timepiece, guys. For me, I think that modified ETA 6497 is really what steals the show for me personally. I think they've done a good job in supplying that particular movement converted to an automatic. It's really unique, and again, unique to this particular timepiece, which is great. But with all watches, there's positives, there's negatives, guys, and with this particular one, look, I'll touch on the potential negatives, what I think are negatives of this watch. And number one, potentially that size. Coming in at 43 millimeters, it really sits on the larger side for many men, and it's big, it's bold, it's more of a statement piece. You're not going to get a petite wearing experience with this watch, and that's a given. But number two, potential negative, there is no hacking. So the running seconds, as you can see at the 9 o'clock, it's still going. So I've pulled the crown out to the one position, it's still going. So there is no hacking feature on this watch, albeit the movement is great. The lug to lug distance, which I measured at nearly 51 mil, that is quite large. So I think it's in proportion to the rest of the watch, but yeah, it's something to keep in mind. And probably lastly, the potential usage of this watch. You know, to me, it's more of a statement piece that visually, although I'm enjoying the balance and what I'm seeing, the commemorative coin, the fact that it's designed to be a 150 anniversary limited edition, it's nice. Visually, it's pleasing. In our horology, in our hobby, it's nice to look at things like this. How much usage it'll get in the real world, I'm not sure. Potentially the stainless steel version with a blue dial would be more practical and find a lot more usage, I think, than the actual gold one. But the positives for me, number one, that movement, The manual winding experience is fantastic. The fact that it's an automatic converted is lovely. It's unique to this watch. That's really, really cool. Great to see. So I'll give that a 10 out of 10, guys. Brilliant. The presentation case, the box, the things that this watch comes in, as you can see, they've paid attention to detail. They've also supplied an extra box on the side which offers, as you can see, instructions, a watch care kit, a watch tool. So there's quite a few things that have come with this watch that makes you feel that the watch is actually special, which is quite nice. And last positive is that dial. I like the sandblasted black finish on that dial. I think it goes well with the rose gold. The overall look, or the attention to detail with that commemorative 18 karat gold coin. So really nice, something different as far as horology and history. I like what they've done, but for me, like I said, guys, this is more of a statement piece. It's something to have in one's own collection rather than a watch that, you know, you'd find yourself wearing on a regular basis. That's how I view it personally. It's pretty much a great piece to have sitting on a display case, or, you know, in a dedicated home study or an office at home. A conversation piece with some significant horological history. So that's, in that regard, yes, very nice. It's lovely to look at and admire, and even enjoy that winding experience from that decorated modified ETA 6497. As enthusiasts and hobbyists and watch collectors, this definitely has its place for sure somewhere in someone's collection. I wanted to show you guys something that you normally wouldn't see or even hear about. So let me know your thoughts, guys, what you think of this timepiece. I think visually, having it here in the steel, having it in the flesh, it is pretty stunning. It really is striking. It's bold, it's beautiful, it's got quite a presence, and I think Bernhard H Mayer is making a statement here to say, hey, look what we've produced to celebrate 150 years. I think the blue will be a much more usable unit on a daily basis, and this more of a collector's piece. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Thank you for watching, and until next time, guys, stay safe and stay well.